Hi, how are you? I'm in the gym and did a couple of squats. So today I'm going to talk about it's like Starbucks, but better. So a lot of people ask, what's the business like, or what's the business plan like, isn't it? So I'm going to share with you in a very simple way, and if you don't understand, it's okay. Took me a couple of times myself, but it should be easier this time, okay? And so I'll explain it like a Starbucks franchise, okay? So we all know Starbucks franchise, okay? So let's say you have a Starbucks franchise. I'm going to tell you the I think seven bonuses that you get from our business, from a perspective of a Starbucks franchise. Okay, well, something like that anyway. So let's say you have a Starbucks, okay, and then you're making the coffee, and then you're selling it to me. All right, so I want a coffee, I want an Americano, and you make it for me, and then I pay for it, and then you make so the first bonus, basically it's a retail bonus. So you make you sell it to me at maybe members price, plus a certain percentage, and then I pay for it, and then I like coffee, and then you make the difference. So the first one is like retail profit. Okay, so that's pretty simple. That's just like any other business. Okay, just retail. And then the second bonus is that we also have a little thank you note as well. So because you were able to, I wanted to buy the coffee, and you were able to sell it to me, then Starbucks or our company gives you a little bonus. We call it sharing bonus. It's basically like a thank you for sharing coffee with somebody. And so the first bonus was retail. The second one is the thank you bonus. We call sharing bonus. That's two. So that's pretty simple. Now, as you have your shop, Starbucks, and there's many customers who come to buy coffee, buy a donut, buy mocha, something. And then, so every month you have a certain revenue, just like a traditional shop. Okay, so now you'll be given a third bonus. Okay, the third bonus called build bonus, whereby it's based on how much coffee you sold. So the more you sell, the higher the commission. Okay, so that's the third one. We call that build bonus. That's like if you have that shop is like your franchise. That Starbucks is like your franchise. Okay, and so I like the coffee. I invite my friends over and say, hey, let's have a cup of coffee, and then we go to your shop, and then you make a certain percentage at the end of the month based on how much you do. So that's third bonus. Okay, it's very easy, isn't it? Right? So that's just like any other shop. Now, sometimes you may meet certain incentives, right? Maybe from the headquarters, they say, well, you do this much volume, I'm going to give you something extra. So we call that incentives, okay? Performance incentives, all right? And you earn some extra bonus there too. So that's like the fourth bonus, all right? Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay? And that's where what I saw 20 over years ago, and I said, this is very interesting. And that got me really excited. I'm going to tell you about this. 1, 2, 3. The retail sharing built incentive. The fifth bonus, which we call lead bonus. Now, you have Starbucks, okay, and I'm a customer, and I say, hey, this is a pretty good business. Okay, can you teach me how to also set up my own Starbucks too? Now I'm going to set it somewhere else. I'm going to set it probably in Japan. Okay, so maybe I come from Japan, and then you're in Penang, and then and I learn how to do it, right? So after you teach me how to do it, I go to Japan and I open my Starbucks too, just like you, all right? And I have my customers in Japan as well. And so I make a certain percentage of the total revenue in Japan, okay? So same, just like you, all right? So I make retail, I make sharing, thank you note, I also make bill bonus, and of course the incentives as well, right? Now, because you showed me and taught me how to open my franchise in Japan, guess what? A company will pay you a certain percentage of my total revenue from Japan. It's about 5%, and that's on every month. So on top of what you earn in Penang, you actually earn another 5% from my Japan outlet. Now, you don't just open one. You have other friends who maybe one in KL, one in KK, and one in Hong Kong, one in UK, one in Argentina. And for every franchise that you open, and every franchise that I open, right, in Japan, maybe I have my franchises in Japan too, for every franchise in your organization, you will be able to have 5% of all the franchises all over the world in 50 markets, okay? Up to 6 generations. Okay, this was what really excited me, okay, 20 years ago. So if in your mind, and you have a calculator and you can calculate what 5% 6 generation is, you probably won't sleep tonight. If you do, you probably have to listen to this a couple of times. So that's the 5th bonus. Now, what's the 6th and 7th? Well, when you achieve certain volume, or you achieve certain criteria, you will have some incentive trips, okay? So we have 2 incentive trips a year, so Success Summit trips, and so that's one trip. And then there's another one where if you achieve a certain structure, every year you actually have another trip, which is, we call a Team Elite trip, okay? 2 trips a year, all right? And these are awesome 5-star, really luxury trips, okay? I've been on many of those trips. If I could, I would bring you with me. And we just got back from Amsterdam, and then we came back, and then a couple of months later we went to Greece, a Team Elite trip. So it was really awesome, okay? So the 6th one is a Success Summit trip, and then the 7th one is a Team Elite trip. So a total of 7 bonuses. Of course, there's many other bonuses, like for example, using the product, being healthier, fitter, younger, with more energetic, and then you have lots of friends, and then of course you have time flexibility, and then you have multiple streams of income from this business, and and then you're doing good. You're being a force for good and helping more people become healthier, confident, productive, as well as helping them make supplemental income also. Okay, so that's it. That's our business, like Starbucks, but better. The 7 bonuses we have, and if you're interested and you say that kind of makes sense, I would like to know how to do this, let me know. Comment in the comment below, and then let me know if you'd like to find out more. If you do, talk to me or the person who sent you this video, and we'd love to share with you how you can get started as well. It's really exciting. We've got new technology coming and new markets growing, and I've been in this business and I have really enjoyed this journey tremendously, and wish that you could join us too and really explore how this can help you achieve the type of lifestyle that you want. More importantly is to gain the time so that you can spend with the people that you love, and I think that's one of the greatest things I do. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've been blessed to be able to spend time with my parents, kids, work from home, and be able to travel the world, as well as make friends from so many leaders from all over the world. It really is a big family, and if that makes sense to you, welcome to the family, and I'm sure you're gonna love this. All right, so take care. I'll talk more about products maybe sometime. I'll talk more about some of the questions that you may have, but have a fantastic week ahead. It's Monday, and drive safe. Have a fantastic week. All right, take care. Bye.